a decision tree where it tells you that the top of the tree gives you a wide array of choices. As you go down the search tree, the choices are determined by the top level search tree, just like in any chess game. You have D. Shaw and its Anton supercomputer chip that we'll be using. Versus MIT's 150 years celebration. Versus D. Shaw, Eric Lander, Life Sciences, both I've met different times. Eric Lander is at Princeton 2 years ago. Head of the Broad Institute for Genomics at MIT, Eric Lander, is a Princeton PhD in math. The fact of the matter is that D. Shaw's Anton chip will replace the case offices and its future off versions in the movie King's Speeches, the Adjustment Bureau, led by the Ford Foundation's Empire Strikes Back Foundations. The top of the search tree in our book, as you go down the search tree of decision making as in chess games, you get fewer and fewer choices and more narrow. The random function is the Adjustment Bureau, case offices of the UFOs, except this is the automated, evolutionary designed random function. As you go down the search tree, the random functions give you the appearance of free will, because even though the random functions become more loose or more probabilistic, give you a wider range of probability values for the random functions in the lower tree branches of the decision tree of your life. The fact of the matter is that the greater probability and appearance of free will is limited by the higher choices made by evolutionary's random function at the top of the decision tree of life, your behavior and your future. This decision tree was not made by the case officers of a UFO. It was not made by God or Jesus Christ or L.A. the Battle UFOs. Not interested in our real estate, otherwise they would have taken it a long time ago. The fact of the matter is that they're not looking for our resources either. Otherwise, we wouldn't have any coal and diamond mines or Silicon Valley mines with silicon chips. The fact of the matter is that we just don't understand if they are here, what they are here for. But what we do understand is that D. Shaw and MIT's 150 years celebration can help the first step in the Adjustment Bureau. The Empire Foundation Strike Back versus the Matt Damon movie of case officers from outer space dressed like humans. To adjust the random function at the top of the search tree and tell people that they have the appearance of wider probability ranges to choose from at the bottom of the search tree nodes and the middle part of the search tree nodes. But it's only an appearance because the top tree node has already been chosen by the Adjustment Bureau of nature's evolutionary path. And that path is determined by a topological mathematical function of expanding and accelerating universe, which we talked about, which then determine the fact that it creates global warming agents or energy gobblers to gobble up and accelerate the universe system of energy, just as the accelerating space-time universe expands faster and faster to dilute the amount of energy in the universe or to kill it. And that's what most humans do. And that's why they kill more beasts than beasts do on 4 feet. And that's what they were made to do, and quite proud of it. So these are the things that the Anton supercomputer chip and future versions and the MIT's 150 year celebration first step forward to Adjustment Bureau and nature's Adjustment Bureau and its top level search tree function. A random function that determines the human behavior, where humans can only determine the lower level search tree nodes random function, which have higher probability value ranges than the top search tree node, the root node, ROOT. And the fact of the matter is that many of these people do not understand, as in the case officer told Matt Damon, you have the appearance of free will, and you really don't, because we adjust by our adjustment tree book plans what you are limited range of probability functions to do to fit our plus or minus adjustment of your behavior. And of course, many people are like mountains. They're like dampening nodes in the fabric of human social network of Facebook. Mountains which prevent the streams of river and turn supercomputer chips and real intelligence to do their work. And these are the people behind the cash counters. The fact of the matter is that many people act like dampening functions in the social fabric of human society's Facebook network until Mark Zuckerberg, the Harvard College dropout, and the Google people, YouTube. Why? They are dampening functions molecules, just like molecules indeed show hedge fund and research and Wall Street molecules of humanities and human individuals acting like physics particles in investment. And these are some of the things that shows you that humanity acts like physics particles, not only in Wall Street investment models quite successfully, but also as dampening molecules to prevent the river flow of ideas and intelligence. They act like mountains, hard as rock. And that's what these cash counter people and the stores do. In violating like Jack Villaverde, it's a high security TDI Tech Terminal's Wi-Fi area in between two public areas that you have to walk through. And he cannot refer to you either one, flanking the high security public internet terminal area on the first floor of YMCA West 63rd Street to use your Wi-Fi to the all-important King's speeches of Empire Strikes Back Foundation. He's the man, compassionate constitutionalist, or he just a repeat liar, not listening to larger non-profit foundations. Our King's speeches tell the foundation, if you cannot handle your own people in New York City, how can you possibly tell people anything? In your Empire Strikes Back foundations, Haiti money, African money, and the drugs you dole out, you are just being used and stepped on as a laughingstock proved by Mr. Villaverde, West Village, Columbia Lee Bollinger, Princeton University, Shirley Tilghman, National Academy of Science member. And they are acting like dampening function of the mountains on the river flow, where the river slowly cuts into the mountain. But that kind of erosion is too slow. And the Empire Strikes Back must tell these people in New York City, from Columbia to Princeton, to Jack Villaverde and Jack Long and YMCA West, that they are dampening functions, not investment molecule functions. They are functions of mountain equivalents, dampening the river flow in primitive jungle terms that they may be able to understand. The Adjustment Bureau, Empire Foundation Strikes Back. In the King's speeches, you can tell them here again. As we see, there's an error. So we go to a temporary commercial here while we work on technical difficulties. I don't know who this guy is, but it's not talking about iPhones. Here's another commercial, and I don't know how to get rid of it. Here it is. King's Speech in 21st Century, Empire Strikes Back Foundation. See those soldiers? Those are cash counter people, like Jack Villaverde, violating my legal rights in the muscular H1 ruling of the USA Supreme Court. Tell Mr. Roberts to sanction Empire's Foundation Strike Back. And this is the 21st century version of it. Except in here, we don't need Queen Elizabeth I, no Margaret Stern, no Queen Bee Beatrice H. Mitchell, Sperry Mitchell and Company, no Martha Rudian's call for it. And you can tell them this is reality, not a movie trailer. Thanks.